So they're just chilling all here? Okay. So many Erebises to talk to, so little time. Your ladyship, allow us to thank you once again for this honor. Though we left the flagship a long time ago, it is a pleasure to be in the presence of a Lord Captain again. Zioni looks at you with a pensive, unblinking gaze, her eyes darker than the night sky. We realize that your attention to House Erebus was brought on by some manner of circumstance. Please let us know how we can be of service to you, and we'll do what you require. A keen observation. Randor's eyes meet Kibellah's as she speaks, but he is not intimidated. On the contrary, the corner of his mouth curves upward slightly and gives a respectful nod. Do you remember Theodora? I won't lie, your ladyship, we never saw her in person. We did not have the rank. Even her favor was bestowed on us in the form of a document penned and delivered by a scribe. We remember her orders, and they were reflective of all the courage and fervor of a true rogue trader. Will you tell me about your family? Sadly, we are but a shadow of what was once a much more numerous clan. Most of our kinspeople fell in combat, but we believe the Erebus' last battle is yet to be fought. We raise cohorts of successors, we teach new recruits, and our own children the ins and outs of void service before they even set foot on board. The new generation are learning to serve in their own way. Our eldest son, Mattis, is on the planetary guard, so is Lorna, our eldest daughter. Though she's devoted herself to medicine, and to my great surprise and elation, our younger children, Rano and Lumi, I found their vocation in serving the God Emperor and the Ecclesiarchy. I'm looking for a Naaki Erebis. The ship's archives mention several of your ancestors, but the one I need is a living person. A couple exchanges glances again. Our clan has a tradition. We name our children in honor of our past heroes. Madison Naaki Erebis, the twin founders of our family, a great warrior and keeper of knowledge. Legend had it that a great future awaited bearers of those names. Every Mattis or Naaki Erebis would add to the clan's renown, and they would prove faithful assistants to any lord captain they served. But legends are just that, legends. It is not names that give people strength, but the faith inside their heart. Is there currently anybody in your household named Naaki? No, no one has borne that name for many years now. Your son bears the name Mattis. He laughs. What can I say? I've always wanted to raise a great person. Then why did you name your eldest daughter Lorna and not Naaki? Did you not want her to become great? I didn't. They did name a daughter Naaki. Kibellah's words hang heavy in the air. Zioni Erebis nods slowly in response, a sad smile upon her lips. We did, but the Emperor took us from us, the Undying One. The Undying Emperor? You are followers of the Bloodspun Web? No, your ladyship. Randor and I, we have always been stalwart in our faith, and we revered the Spinner's service, but their sacred path was too dark and frightening. We may not have understood the deeds of the Bloodspun Web, but we have never doubted that the Spinners carried out his will, for they gave their all to their duty. It is a heavy duty, but a true duty always is. Let us go, Kibellah whispered softly. I have heard and seen all I needed. Okay. Wait. So, still talk to them, I guess? You're pressing down too hard on your quill, Lumi. Look how thick your lines are. And the ink hasn't dried. Mother will be livid when she sees the stain on my cuff. Why don't you watch what you're doing instead of lecturing me again? How many times has Master Rogbard said, apply the base colors first, then the darker shades? The Erebus children are leaning over a sheet of parchment, arguing passionately. A small, finely made box next to them contains quills and a few bottles of ink. Kibellah's shadow hangs over the young Erebises. Unblinking gaze and carefully studies the unfinished drawing and grows gloomier still. Your ladyship, we're honored to be at the von Valancius Palace. I am Lorna Erebis, the pale young woman, slightly shorter than Kibellah, smooths a lock of her dark hair nervously as she stands between her younger siblings and the spinner. Yes, look at the drawing. Parchment is unfinished family portrait showing the Erebus parents and their 4 children. The young artist's skill is impressive. But your attention is drawn not to the fine lines and shading, but a sketch of the dark figure added in by a still more masterful hand. Our family was once renowned for their courage, but Dargonis has no need for boarding teams. So our parents enrolled Rano and Lumi in the scriptorium to study religious painting. That scrap of parchment must be incredibly special. I see no other reason for your brother and sister to be... the dark shape in the portrait, you drew it in, did you not, Lorna? She purses her lips and looks away. Mother says the Erebus clan has a secret guardian that protects us from the shadows, and I thought it would be unfair to draw all of us, but not them. Silly, I know. That is proper. That is honorable. Kibellah barges into the conversation and winces and then whispers softly, Come, Daman, let us frighten them no more. Enjoy the reception. Thank you for your hospitality. Kibellah casts a final glance at the portrait and then quietly walks away. Is Kibellah Naaki? Is that what we're gonna find out in the end? That she is? That, no, it couldn't be, could it? Your ladyship, Senior Lieutenant Matt Erebis at your service. The tall, dark-haired young man enunciates sharply as he salutes you with great fervor. Breathless from his own audacity, he blurts out, I hope I don't sound too bold if I say I've always dreamt of serving on your flagship. Would it be too much for a modest servant of the dynasty to hope that the Lord Captain might graciously make him part of our crew? Kibellah soundlessly appears at your side. Her face is reflected in Mattis's dark eyes. As their gaze meet, they both freeze in astonishment and lower their heads. If Kibellah had enough to eat growing up, if she had not put her body through grueling trials, if she had not used intoxicants during the cult's trial, you might have said the two bore quite the resemblance. That is, oh my god. What? The Emperor wants her to kill Naaki. Kill that part of herself? Maybe? So she can take on the role of the second spinner fully? Huh. I don't know, but this... Ooh. Mattis looks away first. Pardon my tactlessness, mistress. He clears his throat. I have the strangest feelings that we have met before. Kibellah takes her time to reply. You were born on a world and absorbed a hive sense. I would have remembered someone who smelled like that. I do not know you. Do you believe yourself fit to serve on a flagship? I have served dutifully in the planetary forces, your ladyship. Governor Drivestem even awarded me a medal for defending the southern hive against Xenos. I may have been born on a gravity-bound world, but my heart belongs to the void. So your reasons are your unflinching courage and your love of the stars? There is another reason, your ladyship, but I am afraid you will find it laughable. You see, I have always known my destiny awaits me on the flagship. Because ever since I was a child, I've had the same dream over and over. A dark-haired young woman walking barefoot along the decks and me following in her footsteps. I would run, but I could never catch up to her. My father told me he had felt something of the sort when he met my mother. Mattis's eyes take in Kibellah's features and he smiles sadly. I believe my future awaits me there. All right, come aboard then. This is truly an honor for me, Lord Captain. I'll not let you down. Glory to House von Valancius. Enough. Kibellah's cold, raspy voice sends a shiver down your spine. Kibellah's cry brings the Erebis family back together. 6 alarmed faces, 6 people standing shoulder to shoulder like a fortress wall, and one lone grim figure opposite them. The shadow peers into their dark eyes, the same as her own. Their pale lips and the same as her own. She clenches her fist, ignoring the steel claws that pierce her palm. Enough! I know who Naaki Erebis is. Her unblinking gaze turns to you. So do I. Naaki, Zioni Erebis, looks at Kibellah with scarcely concealed fear. When her husband notices her reaction and shakes his head in warning. No! Mattis screams. How could you keep something like that to yourselves? How could you? How could you? Lorna hugs her younger brother and sister, who cast frightened glances at their parents and the sinister woman with the wry smile. Naaki Erebis. Kibellah throws her head back and her laughter resonates through the hall. Naaki Erebis is me. So all this time, Mattis, your dreams were showing you the woman who was destined for me, not the love of my life, but my sister? He shudders and stares intently at Kibellah. I didn't know. Do you remember me? I remember what I am permitted to remember. The tenets of the web, prayers to the Undying One, the names of poisons and intoxicants, the name of the Vizsier gave me, but you? No, I don't remember you. I don't know you. You mentioned a shadow, did you not, Lorna? An unseen shadow, a servant of death. Mother called her Naaki, but I knew she was talking to someone she knew. You lied when you said the Emperor had taken her. We did not lie. We would never have dared. Randor looks over at Kibellah, her dark hair, her scars. Naaki. A few years before Lady Theodora sent our clan survivors to Dargonis, the blood-spun web's Vizsier came to our bay. He said the Emperor demanded the next firstborn of the Erebis clan, that he needed a new spinner. 6 months later, we had twins, a boy and a girl with eyes darker than darkness itself. Zioni smiles tenderly at Kibellah. You were the firstborn. You were born first, Naaki. And with sorrow and pride, we gave the Vizsier our most precious treasure. For that is how one honors the God Emperor. We're gonna not interfere. So if I had been born a minute earlier, that animated corpse standing before you today would have been me? Mattis recoils from his parents. But why doesn't she remember anything? Why was she never told? The ritual of releasing the burden. Kibellah steps up to her brother, who is so completely like her, and yet so thoroughly different. New blood-spun web recruits undergo it in order to forget their past and devote themselves to the Undying One, and so that their souls do not suffer. Tell me, Mattis, is your soul in pain? It only hurts because I never knew you all these years. Kibellah turns to you sharply. We are here to settle our debt to the Undying One. We now have the name, the person, and the explanation. I know it must be done. Why do I feel pain from an unseen wound in my heart? Why am I, for the first time in my life, hesitant to sever a thread? All this time I've been wandering in the labyrinth of my mind. But the answer never came to me. What must I do, Daman? How do I end Naaki Erebis? Naaki is of the past. When those who remember her die, she will die. No. Reckon with the past by spilling the blood of those who betrayed you. No. You cannot kill your past. You can destroy the people who are connected to it. Are you truly prepared to murder innocents? I do not kill others on others' orders. Neither should you, Naaki. You are Naaki Erebis. The Emperor's will is clear. Your choice is yours and yours alone. You are the Undying One's spinner. Kibellah flinches and goes even paler. Her eyes widen. She clutches her chest with a pained rasp and collapses to the floor like a broken doll. Did I kill her? What? Oh no. Kibellah's lifeless body convulses in death's throes. You cannot feel her heartbeat. The Erebis family surrounds her, panic and fear crossing in their faces only for a brief moment before their rigorous voidsman training takes over. Vizsier leans over and puts an ear to her daughter's unmoving chest. Her heart isn't beating. I must restart it. Step back. She lays a palm on Kibellah's breastbone and pushes once, twice, thrice, 10 times, 30 times. Did I accidentally kill Kibellah? Oh wait, she's up. Woo, boys, we're okay. A heavy, raspy sigh escapes her chest. Are you all right? Naaki Erebis is dead. Only Kibellah remains. You still have the dexterity of your former profession, Zioni. Thank you, your ladyship. Some things are never forgotten. What is the meaning? Death called my name. My mind could not take it. In the will of the Undying One, the shock extinguished all thought, but there remained a hardness in my heart that my consciousness lacked. It simply stopped. It didn't what I could not do by my own hand. I was weak, reluctant to be taken in his hand, but then a haze clouded my eyes, and I saw her, a frightened girl, Naaki. A part of me, even the ritual of releasing the burden had failed to erase. And I knew that a part of me had always clung to the past that I did not remember. My fear of death subsided. I let Naaki go, for the Undying One had been waiting to take her. And what was broken became whole. Naaki is gone. Only Kibellah remains. I'm glad you survived. Kibellah nods and casts a strange glance at those who in another life would have been her family. Naaki Erebis is no more. Death's dues are paid. There is one last thing to be done. I could have had a family and a future full of righteous service. A chance for a different life that was taken from me. Who would I be and how would I serve was decided for me. She clenches her fist. The Vizsier forged me into a weapon and stained it with his blood. With the blood. He named a mark. He gave a mission. Come, Daman. We must descend into the Temple of Death, where I will report on my task and ask the Vizsier a single question. Why me? Would you like to bid your family farewell? My family is waiting for me on the flagship. Shaken and devastated, the Erebises can only watch helplessly as Kibellah walks out of the throne room. At least they walked away with their life. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I had the option to kill them. She had to kill off that child part of her. That's... my God. So the Vizsier has some stuff to answer for. Why? Why her? I love this game. This game is so good. So many questions. So little time. Okay. Off we go. Now. Don't I have something else to do here? I think so, but I'm not sure, and that's okay. Because we got very important things to do. I think. Yes, to the Void Ship Bridge. Yeah. I love it that it'll go right to the Void Ship Bridge. Where else would it take you? Oh. Because it just said to my ship, but I don't know what the difference... Like, normally it just takes you to the bridge anyways. I wonder if now there's a new place that it'll take you. That's a different question, or a different day to figure out. I don't have time. Only Kibellah. There is no time, only Kibellah's quest. Like, literally, I'm just very curious as to what happens next. Well, let's see. Eh? Okay. 100%. Like, it's always like waiting for that last minute for it to finish. So And wait. Huh? No, I was right. Dargonus, how are the projects going? Oh, I can make multiple go at once? Oh. How long does that have? 0% executed? Good golly. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we shall see what happens. We shall see. Now, this says... the truth regarding the Temple of the... Okay. Alright. So that is what we will do next. And this we're on hold for. So after that, we've got... That's Heinrich. And then the Crone World. We'll do... I think I want to do this. And we're also closer to this. So we'll do this. Then we'll do this. And then we gotta go back. We're getting there, I promise. We'll eventually... Oh. Yes. Thank you very much. We'll eventually get back to the main story. But Kibellah needs us.
Take heed, Nemo. Our blessed Domin honors us with a Come, Domin.
So, with an ominous resolve, Kibellah drags a steel claw down her face, leaving behind a line that splits it in half. She steps forward without another word. All right, let's go. Okay, we're bringing the whole family. Oh boy, this definitely 100% means we're gonna fight. But is that... I feel like that looks more on fire than usual, but not. But it does a little. So I'm ready. Let's see. Oh, Abelard. I paused to get more coffee. And then I leveled people up as I was starting to drink it, but I did not level up my seneschal. My goodness gracious me. I'm gonna give everybody flesh wounds that I can. Because that seemed nice. Okay. Wait, what? Is that what he normally looks like? The Vizsier whispers a prayer, his masked face turned towards the Undying One's image. Instead of his usual threadbare clothes, he is wearing elegant armor of bone and dark gold. So I was right. Okay, that does look different. Marked with purity seals. He turns as he hears you approach. Kibellah, I have been hearing your footsteps for a long time, in his whispers. Dom and Tessera, Lady of the Ark. It is good that you are here with her. It is right. The Undying One has blessed this union of light and shadow. You greet us clad in armor. Are you preparing for battle? Today is a special day. I have only donned this armor once before, when I was second spinner. That day, I ceased to be second, but I have remembered the weight of this gold on my shoulders and chest through all the years since. Kibellah opens her mouth, but the Vizsier stops her with a gesture. You will understand, my daughter. You will understand soon. We've learned about how Kibellah came to be part of the Bloodspun Web. The Vizsier looks away for a brief moment and nods to empty space. The Undying One's congregation sacrifices the blood of its blood. That is how the spinners are brought into this temple, but only those who would serve him of their own volition stay and spin the blood-spun web, as Kibellah did. Your words are dishonest. The ritual of releasing the burden erased me, made me hollow. What will of my own I had you took from me, and filled me with yours instead. The Vizier's voice becomes astonishingly gentle. My daughter, do you believe you have only served him because I set you on the thread of the web? Do you believe you have no faith in him? You know that is not true. You are right, Mentor. The path I walk is mine, and I thank you for setting me on it. Kibellah has been cured of her affliction. This is true. No longer do I see anguish in her soul. Second Spinner, I am ready to receive your report. Have you accomplished the task the Undying One himself set you? Yes, Mentor. My mission has been accomplished. The Undying One revealed a name to me, and I found my mark. Naaki Erebis died the moment she realized the Undying One wanted her to come to him. Her body was wrested away from death, but that which was once Naaki is now dead. I grieve for her, and I am proud of you, Second Spinner. Your faith is beyond doubt. A tired sigh escapes the Vizier's chest. A harrowing sacrament, a ruthless ritual. I am relieved that it is nearing the end. Everything is coming together just as he revealed to me. Perfection has been sculpted. The affliction I nurtured has been vanquished. The choice has been made. So whence all the sadness, my daughter? The Vizsier shakes his head, suddenly looking very human. His shoulders droop and he extends a hand towards Kibellah. What do you mean the affliction you nurtured? Was it you who doomed her to her suffering? The Undying One laid the thread, and I served as guide. The meeting with you in your world, Domin, the hunt for Nemesite, her grim and ghastly doppelganger, the comprehension of her flock's pain. My assignment stirred anxiety in my daughter's soul, as they were meant to. Are we being dragged into another ritual? A great ritual. Many decades ago, the Undying One revealed through a tarot reading what must come to pass, and I heeded. The Bloodspun web's path towards gaining its new Vizsier was then conceived. A path of discovery, devotion, dying, and resurrection in purity. Kibellah's predecessor stumbled on that path, so did the next one. I waited. I have lived long past my due. The Undying One has been waiting for me for so long. What will happen now? Kibellah will be the new Vizsier. Her journey to the Undying One and the choice she made will be reflected in the Bloodspun web's new pattern. As for me, I will go to him, as I have long awaited. The confusion and alarm in Kibellah's face gives way to anger and horror. Her face distorts like a crumbling paper mask as the emotions wash over her. Too many emotions for one whose soul is gone dead. I have not yet done... Let's start that again. I have not yet done all that you expect me to, have I? That is correct, daughter. Can you feel it? The proper way this burden must be passed. Agony distorts Kibellah's features, but she clenches her fists and nods. We must summon death to these halls and glorify him. Is a simple transition of power not possible? Why must there be bloodshed? Because great things are not achieved in small ways. Because if you worship him, your sacrifice to him must be great as well. Blood is our gift, the only thing that is truly ours, the only worthy way to worship and honor him. All right, that which must be done, be done. Still, it is unfair. Kibellah's face has become a death mask. The Vizier's voice is full of sorrow and humility. Yes, for I am stronger than you, and my high spinners stand with me. Those who swore an oath to protect me, not outlive me. And he too stands with me. His face will emerge out of mine, and may those you choose when you set out along the threads of the web, your comrades, your Domin, may they stand with you, fight. Fight with no regret. A bitter sigh falls from the old man's lips. Farewell, my daughter. Let us honor the Undying One. Let us honor him.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
Death to his enemies!
So all the spinners have to die. Are you kidding? He's not. There's no jokes here. Okay. Nope. Nobody's joking. There are no jokes to be had here. Okay. Here. No, Marzai, you come here. Actually, I'm gonna put you here. Tess, sweetheart. Maybe there. Maybe not. I can't believe I can't hide you. Just like one step over. Okay. Can I put you here? Abelard. Here. Argenta. Oh. If Argenta goes first, this is fine. If she doesn't, well, it was nice knowing everybody. I'm gonna put Heinrich right here in hopes that Heinrich and Marzai become a tasty meal for the death cult. Let's roll. Okay. Marzai.
It is handled.
I know it's handled, honey, but like I'm a little worried, okay?
With grace and malice.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little worried. Okay, now. Him.
Kneel before me, prating!
Okay, sweetie. Now, I need you to do me a favor, okay? Need you. Oh, this. All right, girl. This. Yeah. Okay, good. Wait, that was it? Tess! Good daughter! No!
insulting.
No! Not my daughter!
Aim for the heart next time.
Okay. Kibellah's back. Good.
I shall not fail.
Okay. Okay, good.
Stay vigilant.
What is happening? I don't know. I'm gonna pretend. Wait, you hit your own person. I love that for me. Okay. Now this. Oh, do that. Okay. These people should do more
My
damage too.
blade whispers your name.
Okay. That was an interesting set of turns. Ha 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 ha! No, because they do better in blood. Okay. Okay. Zai, honey. Hi, how much dodging can this one man do? All right. Good. Everybody left Argenta alone, which was 100% the aim of the game. That was 100% all I had wanted, was everybody to forget for like 2 seconds that Argenta existed. Here.
I won't object to it.
I won't object to it either.
For the throne.
Holy terror, smite your enemies.
So this.
I won't object to it.
Okay. Now.
Naturally.
Thank you. Let's roll.
I must not falter.
Okay. Okay.
Onward!
Yeah! No.
Follow my lead.
Okay. Oh my god, Marzai, what did you eat this morning? I'm so proud of you. Also, girl. This. Okay. Now. What is this one? Well, in cover, yeah.
All too easy.
Let's do that.
Nothing I can't do.
Tess, is there anything you can't do? You. Is there anybody that's like... Oh, and there's you. Oh my god!
Another clean strike.
Finish him.
Already done.
Yeah! Yes! Tessera, fun! Valancius! I don't ever want to hear anybody in this house talk shit about my kid. Ever. No. We don't do that in this house.
Deeds is worthless.
The rogue trader is beautiful and deadly.
As the Emperor commands, I act. This is unacceptable.
Can this
Doubt
be
is for
acceptable?
the weak.
I know, girl. Doubt is 100% for the weak. Do this. Not bad. They scattered a bit too. Okay, now let's do. Yes,
I'll
this.
do it.
Do I? This.
Faith without...
She giggled. Momentum so early. I kind of want to put Abelard in this shit right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Sound approach.
After what happened the last fight, I am very excited to put him in the shit. Probably
At your beck and
unnecessarily
call.
so. This is probably like the worst idea I've
Indeed.
had in years. But you know what?
That's not the Seneschal's job.
Okay, this is though. Let's do this.
Victory is imminent.
Good. That's it. That's all I
Follow
wanted.
my lead.
Okay, if you need a coffee break,
My
bathroom break, you want to
strengthens
read a
me.
book, we got a bunch of people coming in. Now is certainly the
Weapon at the
time.
ready.